Welcome back, my growing community of constitutional republic-loving individuals. I am so grateful for you. I am thankful and all of those things. 2023 has ended and now we are embarking together on the new year of 2024, which is crazy to me. You might notice I'm wearing a lot of the same clothes, the same shirt. I really dig this shirt. And I found it on clearance, so bonus. But I thought it would be a good way to kick off the new year because I'm introducing a lot of the things that I want to focus on throughout 2024. I mean, you might notice everything is changing around here. I talked about it in other videos, but I'm just so grateful for the help that I had here in this room, for the donation of the equipment, just for all around the help that I've received, the feedback, the comments, just everything. At last count, it was 4,200 people that were in this community, and I am so thankful. That is a huge inspiration to me, and it provides me with warmth when I don't know what else to do because I look around and I see such despair everywhere. I remember that I'm not alone, that we are in this together. At that point, the uncle in me, because I've been an uncle since I was 10 years old, the uncle in me says, all right, well, we gotta keep going. I personally won't falter and let the young ones see that. That's not who I am. That's the uncle in me, where it's like, all right, you grit, you bear it, you white knuckle it, you bite the bullet, you do what needs to be done. A lot of the time it sucks. Not even most of the time, like pretty much all the time. So, but if you can do it, then you can provide that for younger inspirations that are following you. If you can do it well enough, then there's a chance that you can also provide more for them, and then they can provide more for the following generation, and then they can provide more until we're where we want to be. And it's a process. We're never going to be there. I mean, we as humanity, we're going to struggle to get there. I do believe in a higher power, and I do believe that there is a time and place for that higher being to step in. Short of that, where humanity is in charge of ourselves, we're going to struggle. That doesn't mean we have to struggle forever with no hope. We can always look to get better. And that's kind of what brings me into today's discussion, which is just reevaluating political priorities, discussing politicians, that word politician, and what it means. So, without further ado, let's get into immediate concerns, reevaluating political priorities. The term politician once conjured respect, but today it often bears the weight of skepticism. How did we come here? In ancient times, leaders were chosen for wisdom, valor, or birthright. The concept of a politician was alien to societies led by chieftains, elders, or monarchs. Without politicians, governance was a direct reflection of society's values. Tribal councils governed with communal consensus, while philosopher kings, like Marcus Aurelius, ruled by virtue. As societies grew, so did the complexity of governance. The politician emerged as a navigator of this intricate new world, promising order and progress. Politicians built the frameworks of our nation, but the system that once brought us stability now faces scrutiny. Have we outgrown the era of the politician? In the halls of power, the future's climate, equality, and health are debated. Yet, on the streets, the future is a luxury many can't afford. Today's crises are immediate. Prices soar, stomachs are hollow, and pills are a choice against bread. Once, politicians pledged to protect us from the very fears we now face. But as everyday struggles intensify, those promises echo empty. The economy teeters, a high-wire act above a safety net fraying at the very edges. Where is the political will to catch those who fall? Wars rage, distant, yet devouring resources. Funds that could ease pain at home vanish into conflicts abroad. The question looms, for whom do our politicians toil? their gaze fixed on horizons of climate and tomorrow, but the horizon is overshadowed by the towering needs of now. Communities unite in the face of adversity, banding together where governance fails. In the struggle, they find solidarity, crafting a safety net of their own. Across towns and cities, community issues abound, but so do the seeds of solutions. From urban gardens feeding families to local cooperatives powering change, the community spirit is alive, solving problems doorstep by doorstep. Safety, once the domain of distant authorities, is now secured by vigilant neighbors. Healthcare, a maze of bureaucracy, finds clarity in the hands of local venture volunteers and shared community clinics. Entrepreneurship thrives in the warmth of community solidarity, not in the shadow of cumbersome regulations. Small businesses supported by local initiatives blossom, showing that when given a chance, communities can be the architects of economic revival. Infrastructure, often a political bargaining chip, is reclaimed by the community. Crowdfunding and collaborative efforts pave the streets and keep the lights on, proving that local governance can be both nimble and effective. The contrast is stark. Where bureaucracy stalls, community action sprints. The message is clear. When empowered, communities can address their needs with precision and empathy, often surpassing the distant hand of big government. As we witness the resurgence of localism, the call for smaller government becomes not just a whisper, rallying cry. It's time to scale down the monolith of governance and return to the heart of societal stewardship, the community. In the tapestry of today's challenges, each thread of community action weaves a stronger, more resilient society. By championing local solutions, we don't just challenge the narrative, we rewrite it, calling for a government that facilitates rather than dictates. But can citizens' unity replace the failing systems? Unity brings warmth, yet it cannot fill the void of a robust, caring governance, right? Our society's fabric wears thin, strained by the immediate, tangible trials of its people. The call for political reawakening doesn't just grow from distant fears, but from today's unmet cries for help. We aren't walking without guidance from those that came before us. Humankind is fraught with hardship. As an American people, we have faced those hardships together. Maybe never better than back in 1933 to 1945, when FDR was president.
But more particularly with the overwhelming majority of you.
In times of uncertainty, leadership can take on many forms. As we reflect on today's challenges, let's remember President Franklin D. Roosevelt and his Fireside Chats, a series of informal radio addresses that reshaped presidential communication. Amidst the Great Depression, Roosevelt's words aimed to restore public confidence and explain complex policies in a reassuring, understandable manner. He began these chats after his inauguration in 1933, a time of widespread economic despair. The first chat, crucial in tone and timing, addressed the banking crisis. It explained the government's response, including the banking holiday, to prevent financial collapse, bringing clarity in the midst of chaos. Roosevelt's approach was groundbreaking. His conversational tone on the radio made it feel personal, as if he was speaking directly to each American in their living rooms. It demystified policies and built trust. Today, as we face our own trials, the spirit of Roosevelt's chats resonate. Our communities, united and resilient, find solace and strength in collective action and shared empathy. Roosevelt's legacy teaches us that in dire times, hope is kindled through honest, direct communication. As we confront today's challenges, the essence of his Fireside Chats lives on, not just in words, but in our solidarity, in our resilience, in our commitment to face the immediate trials together as an American people. To secure tomorrow, we must first survive today. It's time to call upon our leaders to turn their eyes from the distant future and tend to the raging fires before us. Let us carry forward the legacy of direct, honest communication and united action. For in this unity lies our true strength. Let's also not forget FDR and allow his legacy to stand as a guidepost from history, directing politicians, even those today, a way forward in an ever-changing landscape. And also, never stop hoping. We started as a small collection of 13 colonies to become one of the greatest empires this world has ever seen, and people from around the world dream of coming here. In solidarity, we can see that dream continue. Until next time, this is Drew Hoagland, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.